Hello, my name is Nina Farr and I'm the CEO at Vision North Somerset, a local sight loss charity based in Weston-super-Mare. 6 years ago, the Carton Trust generously funded the refurbishment of the room that I am currently sat in, enabling us to set up a Carton Centre. Working in partnership initially with the RNIB, we have provided tuition for over 200 visually impaired learners, ranging in age from 16 to 92. Joe, who is our technology officer, now funded by the big lottery to provide outreach one-to-one, manages a small team of visually impaired tutors. This is a really important aspect of the project, that visually impaired people with their lived experience are now passing on their amazing skills to enable independence. So Joe, Hannah, Mandy and Polly are following me now to talk in more detail about video conferencing and their experiences during the pandemic. Take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm the Tech Advisor for Vision North Somerset and I'm here with
Polly, Hannah,
Mandy.
Video conferencing.
Before the pandemic, I was going out to 3-4 meetings a week, and then all of that stopped. Getting onto Zoom is a lifesaver because from my bedroom now, I get straight into a meeting.
Zoom itself is pretty accessible, isn't it? But how about getting onto it in the first place?
The actual signing up was tough going. I actually had to get a sighted person to actually help me with that. Once I'm on it, it's good going.
And sometimes it's even getting onto meetings that can be interesting, can't it?
In the very, very beginning, I've got on there. To be really honest, I wasn't sure how I did it until I started with you, Joe. Nobody ever told me what a link was.
Yeah, I found it really good. Obviously, before the pandemic, physically getting to a meeting was really difficult. I think there are issues with it as well. I've not known whether I've been in shock. So people are chatting away in the chat box, posting links, bits of information. There's been no space to say, I can't see what you're talking about. There can be so much going on screen. Quite a lot of that visual information is missing. I've just been thinking about how intimidating it would be now to be a student who'd experienced sight loss, trying to navigate the online learning platforms, because the tiredness that comes with just doing a Zoom call, if you're sat all day in different classes, just the extra time that it takes to find that link, to get into the right email using screen reader, the amount of work that builds up and the intimidation of that, I think, can just be a lot.
It actually gives you brain ache because you're constantly having to listen.
Tips and tricks.
If you know that eye strain is going to be a problem, sort out your lighting levels in the room and on the screen before the meeting starts. If it's feasible, ask someone to check that you're in shot at the start of a meeting. If the chat's distracting you, then turn it off. You can do this by closing the window or turning off speech on your screen reader. It is possible to record the chat and ask for an email of it to be sent to you after. If you need to get close to the screen to see, you can always turn off your video. This avoids that close-up, up-the-nose shot. Use keyboard shortcuts to reduce visual stress. Hold down the spacebar to unmute yourself and speak. When you've finished, release the spacebar to mute yourself again. If the visual stress is just getting too much, stop struggling. Minimise the screen or turn on a screen curtain if you can. If you're hosting a meeting for someone who's visually impaired, I would encourage you to use a virtual background like this one to cut down on visual strain and clutter. Describe what's actually happening on the screen, including when things change, and give directions to help find important information on the screen. Please try to avoid the "as you can see" business, because quite often we can't. Consider the number and the length of meetings that visually impaired people have to attend. Zoom tiredness is a real issue, and even more so if you suffer from eye strain. Thanks for watching.